Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Productions, and today I'm going to be doing a video discussing my theories and what I think is official for which characters and animatronics will be in the Spirit Halloween movie coming this October in 2022. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on what we know. Okay, so whenever I say animatronics, I do mean like cameos or actual characters, because I do know for a fact that some animatronics will be like actual physical like characters in the movie that the human cast interact with, and some of them will probably be more like cameos and just background stuffs, but I will still include them in the movie. So one of the first, I think, background animatronics we're going to see is Mr. Howell. As we can see, he is in fact in this little castle theme they have specifically for the movie. He will be in, like, I guess the front area of it. He probably will give multiple shots of him. He might be a character in the movie. We don't really know yet, but he will for sure be in the movie, which is very, very exciting. I think he's a great animatronic to put in the movie. He's a classic werewolf, you know. He's definitely a good animatronic to fit in this movie. So yeah, so Mr. Howell will for sure be in this movie. Like I said, though, he's probably going to be a background like decoration and not necessarily like a full-on character, because they're not really doing much merchandise or promoting him in the movie. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see with him. Okay, this next one, even though it's shown in some of these leaked photos of the set, it's not necessarily like confirmed like Mr. Howell, I guess, is, and a couple others. But this one is Henry Hustle. Now, the reason why I say it's not fully confirmed is because he's in the factory display, and by the time of, I believe, this photo was taken, it was taken in like early to mid-November, I believe, and that kind of makes me to believe that they haven't necessarily taken down the entire store yet. So I can't really say for sure if he's going to be in the movie, but just to be safe, I'm going to put him in this list because I feel like he would be in the movie. Because if they were going to film a set there after the stores closed down, I would feel like they would have to take down the actual theme first, and they didn't. They kept it all up. They kept up some of the animatronics, and Henry Hustle just so happens to be one of the animatronics. And because they have Mr. Howe, who was a 2021 prop, it makes sense that I guess they would put him and Henry Hustle together, especially since they were the most teased ones last year for like the blueprints. So I guess those two are kind of like a pair whenever it comes to like what they do with them, which is kind of interesting to think about, actually. But I do think that Henry Hustle will be in the movie. Again, the same scenario with Mr. Howe, though. I don't think he's necessarily going to be a like recurring character. Like he's going to, have like a lot of lines, or he's going to do anything. I think he's just going to be in the background. He might be like, I don't know. He might do something, but I don't think he'll necessarily be that important in the movie. That's going to be a lot of props, I have a feeling, with this movie. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to throw him in here just to be safe, though, about the list. But I do think Henry Hustle will for sure be in the Spirit Halloween movie. Another character or animatronic that we saw was Cuddles the Clown. Now, this one is interesting for one main reason. In some of the photos, we can see there's actually two animatronics of him. And that makes me to believe that they're going to use one for, like, a background character, and they're going to use one for an actual character. Like, he's going to be a part of the movie, a part of one of the scenes. So I think Cuddles the Clown will be an actual, like important character in the film, which is very interesting, just because they have two of them in the store. Now, that could just be random, but I feel like it makes sense to have two in the store because you're going to be using one as a background and a physical like character. So either way, Cuddles the Clown is in the Spirit Halloween movie. I'm just not sure exactly what his point is. This one is also another one that I'm not sure if it's going to be a background or, an actual character. Part of me thinks that this one might not even be in the movie, but it was seen in the leaked set photos, so I'm going to go ahead and include it in here. And this is of the Hauntress. Now, I think it would make perfect sense for them to add the Hauntress in there. She is one of the most popular modern props, and this movie is definitely focusing on a lot of the modern props. From like 2020 and up, basically, is what they're focusing on, which makes sense. Because this movie is, I guess, targeted to more little kids, and this is what they remember, I guess, is from, 2020 and up. So I do think that the Hunters will be in the movie, again, probably be as, some kind of background character. But, this entire video is just basically who's going to be in the movie. And I do think that the Hunters will be in the movie. It would be really cool if they were to use her, though. I feel like it would be cool if they used all of these props. But if they were to pick specific ones, I can definitely see the Hauntress being one that they would use as, an actual character, maybe for her own scene or something. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, though, but she will be in the movie. Now, this one is an interesting one to talk about. This is Nightcrawler, of course, as we most of us know. I believe this is his third year returning. I think he's an inbox this year, and he will be in the movie. I'm like 90% sure he's going to have his own scene. He's going to be a big character, a big animatronic in the movie. And the main reason for this was, number one, he's a really, really good seller, and just a, really a classic prop nowadays, I guess. And they have been selling a ton of merchandise of him recently. Cups, stickers. I'm pretty sure they're going to make some kind of like plush of him or something. Not to mention they're returning him as an inbox only, of course, but still, I'm pretty sure I have t-shirts of him, stuff like that. They're doing merchandise left and right. I think they're going to sell a couple other things too of him. And they're doing this like brand new art style for him, which is really cool. Plus, I'm pretty sure he has been confirmed to be in the movie. But the fact that they're making so much merchandise of him in this new art style makes me think that he's actually going to have a big role in the movie. He's probably going to be one of the main animatronics in there. It would be so cool if he has his own scene where he's like chasing the kids through the store, like, crawling through the store. That would be really cool. It would, like, I guess, use his character to his full potential, really. As you can see here, he has this really cool artwork with like his legs, and he's kind of like reaching out to get you. It says Nightcrawler on there. Very, very cool. I hope that he is included in the movie in some way, besides just like a background though, and which I'm assuming he will be because of like how much they're promoting this character again. I'm assuming that he will have his own scene in the movie and will be just such a big character. So Nightcrawler is definitely going to be one of those big animatronics in the movie. The next animatronic that I know for a fact has to be in this movie is Crouchy. Now, surprisingly, we haven't seen any photos of Crouchy in the set, and I don't believe that they've necessarily confirmed it yet. But just like with Nightcrawler, they are selling a lot of merchandise for Crouchy. As we know, so much merchandise. They've dolls, plushies, knives, cups, magnets, costumes. They're selling a literal, young miniature Crouchy, as we all know. And this is insane. Like, I'm pretty sure he will be in the movie, and because of how much merchandise they're giving him, I'm pretty sure he's going to be like the main prop in the movie, which in my opinion, I feel like they're kind of overusing Crouchy this year. They're just way too overusing him. He's a good prop, but like they're way too much. Like they're doing way too much with this one character. They should have split up, I guess, the promoting stuff with like multiple different popular characters. But he's definitely been getting the most like merchandise recently. Even more than Nightcrawler, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, this is definitely one of the characters in the movie. If it's not, then I really have no clue where this wave of merchandise for Crouchy came out. I'm just going to be very, very confused about that, and just very, it's just going to be very strange if he's not in the movie. But yeah, all this merchandise is for him. It would make no sense, but I am pretty sure he will be in the movie, though, because of all this wave of merchandise. They're trying to promote the movie in the stores, so I can totally see him and Nightcrawler being in the movie. The next prop that I think is going to be in the movie, and again, this one hasn't really been like officially like shown in the set photos, nor has it been like officially confirmed, but I think Little Skelly Bones has a very good chance of being in the movie. Now, for two main reasons. First of all, they're releasing a little bit of merchandise for the character of Little Skelly Bones, such as this plush here, and they're doing that with Crouchy also. And they brought back the character of Little Skelly Bones as a new animatronic, but just with like a completely different like mechanism, completely different, I guess, style of prop, but it's the same form of a character. So yeah, I think he will for sure be in the movie. He is an iconic animatronic from Spirit Halloween, and they're seeming to kind of wanting to use more of the modern iconic props, and Little Skelly Bones is definitely one of those props. And something else that I do want to point out is that I know for a fact they changed this voice actor for the new prop, because it really doesn't sound as good as the old one does, but I do think that the lines that he says, like in the animatronic itself, will be used in the movie. If he's actually in the movie, I'm like pretty sure the lines that he says on the animatronic will be in the film. Like the sneak peek that we saw, it wouldn't surprise me if they do use those, and like the new voice actor is going to be used for like the Skelly Bones in the movie. I think that just makes the most sense. I think he will be in the movie for sure, though, because with all this merchandise, the comeback of the prop, and just how popular he really is, I think we can definitely have a good chance of seeing him in the movie. And before I go on to my final section, I do want to mention that I do believe Jack the Reaper will be in the movie. I've had a couple people ask me this, and I think Jack the Reaper will play a big role in the movie. I'm hoping he does. I think he'll play either the main antagonist or he'll get a cameo. If he plays the main antagonist, though, I think he'll have more of like a comedic villain style, like most, I guess, horror kid villains have. So yeah, I think he'll have a comedic villain style, and I think he will be a big role in the movie. Like I said, though, that's not official. but I do hope that does happen. Also, because he does have his own display in the store now with like a full body cutout of him, and apparently they're going to be selling merchandise from the movie in that section. So I think he will be in the movie, and we have a lot more props to see. Now, this final thing is, speaking of like the merchandise, this is the final thing I want to talk about. This is a Spirit Halloween box with a little toy figure inside of an animatronic, and I know that this is like an original character because of the box. It has Jack the Reaper on it. It says Spirit. They're making their own like figure line, or maybe this is like an ornament or something. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not really sure who that character is. I'm guessing Crouchy though, because that's who they're kind of seeming to use. But that is really interesting. Whoever this is though, I'm assuming is going to be in the movie. Anyways, guys, that'll do for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know this video had a lot in it, and I'm not like 100% sure that all of this is confirmed. This is just a theory, but I do know that like Nightcrawler, Cuddles, Howell, and probably Crouchy is confirmed to be in the movie, along with little Skelly Bones. But some of the other ones like Hauntress and Henry Hustle, I'm not 100% sure on yet, so don't quote me on this, and don't get mad at me if they're not in the movie. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, though. Who do you think is going to be in the movie, and are you excited for the movie? Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.